Welcome to Do the Talk podcast. This is your real estate podcast where we teach regular people just like us how to invest in real estate. If you are looking to invest in real estate, you have come to the absolutely best place you can be right now. So, my name is Ahmed. I'm with Ibrahim today, and we are here today to actually tell you how you can save on your energy in this cold month. We all know it's been snowing back to back a couple of weeks now, and it's been really cold, and energy bill is skyrocketing. So in order to not to break your bank in this season, you might want to stay till the end of this program today. We're gonna make it short. Ibrahim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Yeah, the snow is here. The weather is cold. It was -3 this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's 14. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the temperature right
Yeah.
now. It's showing
getting
14
better.
Fahrenheit right now. So it's getting better, But the fact remains that when the pipe frozen or when the house is cold and the furnace will try to catch you up
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
Ahmed, what can people need, what would people do at this time that that it's gonna help with this code where their bill will not be too crazy? Of course, we know there's no way the bill will go up.
Yep.
But we don't want it to be crazy.
Yeah.
What can they do? I'm sure there are ways.
Yes, absolutely. So, see, we did this in September. We advised that you do tune up of your HVAC. If you haven't done that yet, you need to listen to this now. So you want to make sure that you are checking all your door seals, window seal, making sure air are not coming in, because just like Ibrahim said, it's freaking cold out there.
Yeah.
And once those air keep coming in,
cold air.
your HVAC system, your furnace will try to keep the house warm. Then it will be running consistently.
Yeah.
That is what runs your bills up, right? Yeah. So you want to make sure the door are sealed and the window are sealed properly at this time. Yeah. So that is the number one thing I want to mention. Okay, now another one is if you have a fan. I know it's cold outside. You might want to get a little fan close to where the heat is coming in so it can circulate the heat. Because in some houses now, you will notice the main floor is warm while the upstairs is very cold. Or the upstairs is warm or the downstairs is cold. So having something to circulate the air, even if it is your HVAC, maybe once in a day, turn it to fan for like 1 hour. You can set it with all these Nest thermostats right now. Turn it to fan so it blows the heat around the house and everywhere stay warm, instead of just one area concentrated with heat and the other area is very cold. So that is another one that I just observed myself.
Sure. And
I want to bring it up. The last one, before I pass it on to Ibrahim and add some other more later down the line, is check if you are buying the old houses, make sure you check the insulation. Insulation is all this material they put inside the walls to keep the heat in. So I have a tenant call me recently that our bill went up to 800.
Oh.
And she literally starts crying.
Yeah,
On the
that's
phone.
a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot on her, and I totally get it. So when we do the HVAC inspection, we realize that the HVAC is not producing the heat that is needed to its capacity, because one of its capacitor is burned.
Oh,
so it's out of three.
Kept running and running.
Yes.
and running.
So I have to now, we have to fix the HVAC first so we can produce the maximum heat capacity. And secondly, one thing I discovered is that house is so old that I don't think it does have insulation.
Oh, it might not have
So I went to the attic, and my assumption was right. So now I actually just talked to someone before I come in here about coming in to give us a quote on how much we can
insulate the
we can
house.
get the housing, because no matter how much the HVAC is producing heat, if the walls cannot keep the heat in, it's just going to keep running still.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if we fix that AC or the heater is still going to keep running. So that is another thing, that if you are buying old houses, please check and make sure the insulation is good. Because insulation keep the heat in, and that is what reduce your bill in months like this. So Ibrahim, is there any other thing that people should be looking out for in this cold month?
Yes. So some other minor stuff that increases the energy bill is, some people, they have this habit of when they are sleeping, the fan will be on 24/7, and also even when they are leaving the home, some people just leave it like that because the tradition, like they are used to that. And so if you are not using anything, turn it off, like unplug it. Okay. For example, the space heater, you are using it, great, but you are home. But now you are going to work, and it will take you another 12 hours
to get back
or
home.
8 hours to come back home. Unplug it. Because trust me, that space heater is consuming electricity. Even if it's off, it's still consuming electricity, but it's not in a full capacity. Anything that you plug into the outlet, as long as that thing has a system to turn and off, it's consuming electricity. But when you turn it on, the consumption increases. Turning it off does not necessarily eliminate everything. It just decreases how much energy is taken from that thing. And that's why when you plug something, even if it's off, you see a light telling you that there's electricity going into that item or that product. So you literally have to just take it out from the wall. That way, no electricity going in there. And it's a mirror system. So anything that go into there, the mirror is reading.
Picking it up,
Yes. So that alone is a big deal for a lot of people. Some people, they have the habit of turning on the TV. Even when they are going to work, it's still running. You have to turn it off. If you want to be more aggressive, unplug it. That I will leave that up to you, that if you want to be unplugging it, because it's a little like
little space heater.
Being too prudent, or but it's really up to you. At least turn it off. Okay, turn it off. Another thing is that you talked about the furnace, like one side is hot, one side is cold. There's a way that you can kind of balance it out, and it's more of like closing the register depending on what season you are. Right now we are in the cold season. So it means when you turn on the heat, you have to close the register at the second level. You close all the register. When you close it, what happens is the heat is forced to go down. So the downstairs, when you kind of put your hand under the vent, the register, you feel that heat coming with full force to down. Now, heat rise and cold falls. So it means when the heat comes to down to that main level, it will still go up. So it would not be excessively hot upstairs or warm upstairs. It's gonna be balanced, because when the heat, it goes down first, the down is good, but naturally it will go up and it balances it out. Now with the cold in the summer, you close all the register downstairs, because cold will rise. So
no, cold will fall. Heat rise, cold fall.
Heat rise, cold fall. Sorry, you close all the one downstairs, and because you open the one up, it will come down. So heat rise, cold fall. Thank you. So that's what you can do to balance it out that way, because it makes. So when the people turn on their furnace and upstairs is warm, and at that point they are down, they are at the main level, the living room downstairs, they are forced to increase the furnace.
Just to
to get the one downstairs. And most of the time, they might not be able to achieve, or they may achieve some, but the one upstairs will be so hot. So instead of doing that, just close the register depending on what season you are. Right now, close the one upstairs.
Okay.
Because you want the heat to come down.
Yeah.
Yes.
First the first floor, then
Yes.
it's gonna circulate up.
Yes, it will go up by itself. So that's how it is. That is the major one. You've talked about the seal, very important, insulation. So you have done a great job on this topic. So I don't see there's any other way. It might be.
I think another thing that I would like to point out is it's with all these smart homes coming up, you might want to consider using smart thermostats, smart fans, smart space heater, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, even the LED bulbs. You have to take out the old bulb, the other 60-watt yellow bulbs, change them to all this 9-10 watt where it doesn't consume a lot of electricity. That's a good one, Ahmed. Thank you. All those smart bulbs, little, it takes a little energy. It's LED, so they don't need a lot of power to turn on and off. So you use that instead of the old ones. If your fan is old and it's taking a lot of energy, look for the new ones. There are new technology that literally just take minor or minimal to no electricity. Those are the ones that it's very advisable to do at this time. They are very valuable, and you can put those in consideration. So on my side, I don't see anything. This is a very valuable topic because if you follow all these steps, trust me, your bill will go down. Just put it in practice. Some people do something that I want to say real quick. Do not, for example, you are leaving your home right now and the weather is cold and you turn off your furnace. Don't do that. Because you are hoping when you get back, you turn it on and you'll be fine. No, you are not saving money. You may cause more trouble. Your pipe may get frozen and it may burst. And if it bursts, plumbing issue is there. And when you even get back home, turning the furnace, now you are telling the furnace to jump from
0 to
14 Fahrenheit to 70 something.
So it's gonna take
it's a lot. So it's like you are putting your furnace into excessive work. So before you know it, the energy will just it will suck a lot of energy, and at the end of the month you're not really saving money because your furnace will work tirelessly to get to that temperature you are looking for. And that is if you escape the plumbing issue. Because at this time, turning off the furnace is a bad idea because you can run into plumbing issue because of everything will get frozen and it will get damaged.
I went to a client's house and I noticed that they came to, they don't live in Indiana, they came to Indiana for the holiday and they left and they turned off the HVAC. So I went there 2 days ago and I'm like, what? You don't want me to call you that the pipe has busted, stuff. You don't want me to do that. So you shouldn't do this. So I put it at 68.
At least.
68, 65, just to keep the house going. But you cannot turn it off. If you do that, you are causing more damage than what you are trying to save. And another thing that I want to point out is if you find your HVAC system is not pushing out enough heat, have it check out. I don't know, there's multiple capacitor until I engage the HVAC guys this last week. And I realized that your HVAC might be working, but it might not be pushing enough heat out. So let's say it's supposed to be pushing out 140, it might be pushing out just 90 or 95. So that means something is wrong somewhere. So have it check because it will cost lesser to have it check and fix than how much you're going to accumulate in bills. Imagine like the lady I told you about, it's just a 3-bedroom space and she's going to be paying $800 for 1 month. Right?
That's
so
scary.
So if you pay that for 3 months, then that means you're going to be in the 2000s. And
That's scary.
You can fix this lesser than that. So being cheap is not always the right way to do things sometimes. So if you find the problems, in order to save money, fix it so that you can save money, because if you don't fix it, it's going to be piling up and it's going to be causing another more damage, and you're still going to fix it anyway, because everything at some point is going to break down.
Yeah.
And you still have to respond to that. So I think that's everything from me,
From my
Ibrahim.
side.
I don't have any other thing.
Thank you, thank you. I want to add one more thing. So if you, this is not about energy, this is really about plumbing. So if you notice that you are aware that your water heater is in the garage, and your garage is not ventilated. I mean, most of the garage are not. So the best thing you need to do, and let's say you always leave home and you come back 8 hours, 10 hours, try to leave your faucet running, like at least dripping. It doesn't have to be, running, massively. Just let it be dripping, because the garage typically will get cold. And you don't want that water heater, the pipes, you don't want it to get frozen and busted, and get busted. It happens to me before. I don't live in that property, but it was vacant, and the temperature changed rapidly and no one was there. The faucets are not running, so the water will be stagnant and it will get frozen and the pipe got busted. So it can happen anytime. So all you have to do, try to let it run. So it's good if your house has the water heater inside the house, where the heater is run, like it's circulating. But if it's in the garage, you definitely have to keep your faucet running whenever you're going for a long hour, like 8, 5, 7 hours. Okay, so thank you. If you want to reach out to Ahmed, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, you can go to haziopm.com, haziopm.com, haziopm.com. My number is there. You can message me on there. You can request your free property assessment on there. We will be able to tell you how much your house is going to rent for, and which strategy could be the most efficient for you in that regard. Another thing is, if you are a social media person, you can reach out to me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, ACOPM ACOPM on all those social media, and you can jump in my DM anytime, any day. I will respond to you as soon as I can. All right, Ibrahim, if people want to reach out to you, how can they do that?
Yeah, thank you. Go to ibrealtors.us, just type on your phone, you'll see our website pops up. My phone number, my WhatsApp, it's there. If you want to go on your Instagram, IB Realtors, you see me there, and ask any question concerning your real estate, and I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you for watching this episode, and please share with your friend, your family, your co-workers. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.